If you're looking for the best exercises to build muscle and strength, you've come to the right place. My name is Marius Visser, I'm a biokineticist, and today I'm going to show you my top 6 muscle and strength building exercises. So if you are over the age of 60, don't go anywhere. So we're going to kick off our top 6 exercises with squats, the one and only squat exercise, but there are so many different versions of squats that we can use, and today I'm going to show you 3 different versions of squats that you can try if you find the one is a little bit more difficult than the other. So before we start, these exercises might not be for everybody, so please check with your healthcare provider to clear you for exercise. Let's begin. Our first exercise, we're going to start off with wall squats. Now we can do this either with or without weights. That's totally up to you. I'm going to show you how to do this with dumbbells as well. First of all, you're going to need a wall, and you are going to place yourself just a little bit away from the wall, maybe a foot length. And so from there, you're going to place your feet outside shoulder width, slightly with the toes just slightly pointed out. Now from there, if you have a dumbbell in your hands, you're going to hold the dumbbell in a goblet squat position, which means the dumbbell's out in front of you with your elbows facing down, almost like you're holding up a cup. And then from there, you're going to push your hips back against the wall until you feel your bum touch. And as you feel your bum touching, you're still leaning forward and you are sliding yourself down to the bottom until you feel comfortable. And from there, you're going to push all the way up, but I don't want you to bring your bum back away from the wall. You're going to keep contact with the wall. If you find that this is a little bit too difficult, you can do this without a weight. Same position, always keeping your glutes on the wall and keeping your knees nice and soft. And that way the muscle actually stays contracted the whole time and you're not giving your quads time to rest. This is key. If you want to build strength and muscle, the time under tension for your legs is going to be crucial. You can also do this with a chair if you find the wall is a little bit too difficult. Just grab yourself a chair. Keep exactly the same position, move your hips back towards the chair, slowly get your bum to touch, and as your bum touch, keep your body position forward and then breathe out as you exhale and get into a standing position again. Do this either with your arms crossed in front of you or with the dumbbell in front of your chest. Next up, we're going to move into backward lunges. Now, I've chosen backward lunges for a few reasons. We need asymmetrical strength as well. You want to make sure that both your legs are equally strong. We're going to create hip mobility, ankle mobility, knee mobility, and most importantly, glute and hip strength. So for this, you're going to need a chair, and then from there, you're going to move one leg back as far as you feel comfortable, making sure that your toes are actually still touching the ground with your heel facing towards the ceiling. And as you move lower, I want you to slightly move your knee to outside the small toe. And you'll find that as soon as you do that, you're opening up the hips and you'll feel that you can be going down a little bit further, giving you a nice glute stretch, stretching the groin and stretching the leg on the opposite leg, stretching the hip flexor down the front of the opposite leg. From there, we breathe out, we come up to the starting position and we repeat, and we're going to do 10 repetitions per side. Again, it's very important to keep your chest up, shoulders back, and not lean forward and try to hang on the chair too much, making sure that your knee stays pretty much in line with the toes. It can go over a little bit, it's not too much of a hassle, but make sure that you do not lift your front heel off the floor and you stay with your front foot flat on the ground. And from there, we are moving on to deadlift. For that, we're going to grab a pair of dumbbells and we're going to stand with our feet shoulder width apart, knees nice and soft, having the dumbbells hang just in front of our thighs. From there, we're standing straight and tall with our shoulders back, belly button tucked in, looking straight ahead. And from there, as the knees are nice and soft, you are going to just shift your hips backwards and you'll start feeling those dumbbells sliding down the front of the thigh. And as you get to the point in front of your knees, you stop, making sure that your chest is up, back is straight. Your knees can be bent slightly, and then from there we are going to come up as you breathe out into our starting position. And then we repeat, starting with shifting our hips back, and as you're shifting back, you'll feel that your arms are starting to lower, the dumbbells are lowering and lowering and lowering, and you feel they're in line with your knees. You come back up and breathe out and repeat the movement for the prescribed reps. This is a great exercise to build glute strength, hamstring strength, lower back strength, and also build muscle around the legs and the hip area. Next up, we're moving into our dumbbell rows or bent over rows. Now we can do this two ways. We can either do them with two arms at the same time, or we can do them with a single arm. You're going to start in the same position as you did with your deadlifts. And from there, you're going to move your hips back towards the wall. And from there, you're going to drive your elbows up towards the ceiling, maintaining that forward body position. Chest up, spine straight, keeping the core tight, and rowing those dumbbells. Now, rows is another great exercise to build upper body or upper back strength, especially in the lats, rhomboids, middle trapezius area, giving you a nice, complete, strong back. So if you find that this one is a little bit too difficult to maintain that position, you might have a little bit of back issues. That's not a problem. We can use the chair and keep yourself stable on the chair with one arm while rowing the dumbbell with the opposite arm. Same thing applies, keeping your body in that forward position, chest up, back nice and straight, pushing your hips and your glutes backwards towards the wall, and keeping yourself in a very stable position while rowing the dumbbell and moving that elbow towards the ceiling. Next up, we are going to do a chest press exercise. So first off, if you can get yourself onto the ground, maybe on a nice yoga mat with a pair of dumbbells, all you do is you lie flat on your back with your knees bent, arms out to the side, elbows on the floor, holding the pair of dumbbells just above your chest. From there, you're going to press the dumbbells out and you're going to touch them at the top of the movement with the arms straight. And from there, you're going to lower them slowly again, drawing them back until the elbows touch the floor. And from there, directly straight up again, touching the dumbbells at the top. It's almost forming a triangle shape. But next up, we're going to do a modified push-up on the floor, which means we are going to be on our hands and knees. And from there, we are going to just move into a push-up, but we are not just going to push down. As soon as you come up, we're going to bring your glutes back over your knees and then back forward again into a proper push-up with the elbows tucked into the side, belly button in, chest touching the floor. This is a great exercise for chest, shoulders, and triceps, and also allows you to get your core engaged at the same time. So now let's move on to our wall push-ups. Well, for those of you who find it difficult or you're looking for something that is not too strenuous, especially a lot of ladies out there don't have a lot of upper body strength, so maybe the floor is not an option for you. We've got the wall, but I've got a modified push-up on the wall that's going to also increase your strength and mobility, and that is called the functional wall push-up. Now from there, as we're standing in front of the wall, we got our hands on the wall, we are going to turn our bodies at a 45-degree angle with the wall. And then from there, we're going to go into our push-up position, and we're going to get our chest as close to the wall as possible, and we're going to press away. And you'll notice that one arm or one shoulder is going to be pushed back a little bit more than the opposite one, and that is good because we want to increase the range of motion in that shoulder to actually build strength in its weakest part of the joint. From the wall, we're going to move onto our kitchen counter, and a kitchen counter push-up, very standard push-up. We're going to stand about a step away from the kitchen counter with our hands placed on the counter edge, making sure that your palms are just off the edge of the counter, making sure the elbows are tucked in next to the side, belly button tight, and we're going to lower ourselves slowly towards the counter. And as we breathe out, we're going to push ourselves back, locking the arms out completely, making sure that we stand in a nice straight position. Always do a self-check to make sure that your belly button is tight and you're not bending your back or your hips. Everything is as stiff as a plank. And this brings us to my last exercise of my top 6 muscle and strength building exercises, and that is the lateral raises for shoulders. So we grab ourselves a pair of light dumbbells, keeping them next to our sides. We can either do this sitting or standing. First, we're going to stand with our dumbbells next to our sides, elbows slightly bent. And as we raise our arms up to our side, we're going to keep that little bit of a bend in our elbows, but we are also going to bring our arms out slightly in front of us, making sure that your thumb is higher than your little finger. If you find your dumbbells are a little bit too heavy, you can always bend your arms a little bit more, keeping them in that position, and then raise them up to the side with that bent position. That means you are shortening the lever, and that means that the weight is closer to the fulcrum area, which means that it's not as heavy as what it would be if your arms was more straighter. And if you feel that you don't want to stand doing this, you can also sit, but sit on the edge of the chair with your arms hanging next to your legs. Same position, chest up, belly button in, shoulders back. From there, we're going to raise up our arms. Same thing with the elbows, keep them nice and bent, and control the weight up until shoulder height, and then slowly down. Don't drop the weights. and control them all the way from the beginning to the end of the movement. And we repeat this for also 10 to 15 repetitions. And there we go. There is my top 6 exercises for building muscle and strength for over 60s. If you like this video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below and tell me how your exercises are going. See you next time.